Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you. It's for Monday, first day of January, 14th day of Teves. More laws about travel, and that's the unit that we're in right now. If you're on an airplane and you want to wash your hands Netilas Yadayim style in order to be able to eat bread on the airplane, you could wash your hands in the bathroom on the airplane. It is a good idea to step out, of course, to dry them and make the bracha, but you are allowed to wash them inside of the airplane bathroom. If you napped on the airplane, it's not appropriate to touch food until you wash your hands. There's a ruach ra, a bad spirit that rests on your hands while you sleep, and you want to wash that off before touching food. If you did touch the food, a lot of poskim say, okay, b'di'evad, that means after the fact, we can let it go, but it's just best to try not to touch the food until you wash your hands. No problem if the flight attendant touched your food, and that's because we rely on the fact that most humans out there in civilization do wash their hands, and so the flight attendant's hands were probably washed before he or she touched your food, albeit it wasn't with a washing cup because they're probably not Jewish, but the fact that they washed their hands just plain is good enough. Also, if you are on a non-Jewish airline, you can rely on the fact that most of the people out there are not Jewish. Probably your flight attendant is not Jewish, if it's not El, and probably the Ruach Ra, the bad spirit that we were talking about, doesn't rest on the hands of non-Jews. Okay, next fact. If you were a man and you had your tzitzis on, let's say through the night on an airplane flight, no bracha can be said on your tzitzis if you wore them through the night into the next day. When you awake, the thing to do is to make a bracha on your talis and have that cover for your tzitzis. Or if you're not wearing a talis, have some other man, if you see another man putting on a talis, have his bracha for his talis. Ask him to be motzi you, which means to have him fulfill the thinking of the mitzvah for you for your tzitzis too, and answering amen to his bracha on his talis would suffice for your tzitzis. Now, the bracha of Rokah haaretz al hamayim. It's one of the brachas that we say each morning. That bracha, it talks about, and we praise God for giving us the wonderful pleasure of putting our feet down on the ground. That's one of the many things we enjoy as we get ready in the morning. We stretch, we say, we put on shoes, we say, Shasali kal sarki. All the brachas are about the pleasures of beginning your day, and one of them is putting your feet on terra firma. So there you are on an airplane waking up and you're saying the brachas of the morning and you're putting your feet on the ground of the airplane and you're 35,000 feet above terra firma. Do you actually say the bracha Rokah haaretz al hamayim? Most poskim say that you do say the bracha because the feeling of just putting your feet down on the airplane floor is that same good feeling even though you're 35,000 feet up. As far as getting dressed, a lot of people get kind of schlumpy while sleeping on an airplane, so you have to make sure that you're properly dressed for the King of all Kings before beginning your davening. Also, remember, davening is kind of like looked at as sort of kind of a replacement of karbanos, the offerings that were brought in the temple. And nobody did any work in the temple being dressed schlumpy, so you have to make sure to make yourself all arranged and good before beginning your davening on the airplane. If your shirt was tucked out, and that's not the way you would appear in front of the king or King of all Kings, certainly, so do tuck yourself in and make yourself all arranged before beginning your davening on an airplane. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.